Yogi Clan, welcome back to Yogi Cycle Service and MC Monday Tip of the Week. I think we are at episode number 15 this week. And this week we're going to talk about telling the truth, aka not lying. If you are new here to Yogi Cycle Service, I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. If you like what you see, do me a favor, surf around my channel, check out some of my other videos. If you like them too, hey man, give a brother some love. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope you've been enjoying the MC Monday series. They've been fun to make, and we're going to continue that for another couple weeks until the beginning of April when we have the Orphan Run. Then we're going to stop it for this season. We'll pick it up maybe again in the fall. Today's tip comes from June 5th, 2017. MC Monday Tip of the Week: never, ever lie. You can refuse to answer a question in a polite manner by saying something like, "That seems like club business, and I would like to refer that question to one of our officers in order to get better information for you." But always be prepared to answer questions regarding the MC. Let's talk about it. All right, Yogi Clan. So today, specifically, we're talking about club business. And as a prospect, there are certain things that you know that just really should not be shared with anybody outside of the motorcycle club. That's true for full patches as well. Because why? Because it's club business and we don't share club business. Just like you don't share your family business outside the family. You know, the club is your family. You know, the whole 4=2 thing. So just like you don't share your family business, you know, on social media or at events, you don't share club business at your events. So if somebody comes up and asks you a question, we don't talk club business. A good example: "Hey, Yogi, I see you're part of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. How many club members does Disciple have?" Well, as a prospect, you can answer that. You can say more than one, less than 1 million. There's your answer. Anybody in the MC world will pretty much understand that. Anybody not in the MC world will kind of look at you funny. Like, what? What? No, seriously, like, how many members do you have? Well, you're not going to tell them. You know, in Dogwood, we have 642 guys patched in. You know, you're not going to say that. You don't say that. Well, let's say they start pinning you down. Whoever you're talking to starts pinning you down, you know, and you get that feeling where you kind of want to squirm in your seat a little bit because you're getting pinned down. You know, at that point in time, it's best just to throw up the white flag and say, "You know what? Your questions are you're asking me as a prospect are getting a little bit above my pay grade. How about I give you contact information for one of my full patches or contact information for my sponsor, and maybe you can ask him those questions, because those questions probably would be better suited for him." Kind of like, you know, where are you guys chartered at? You know, where do your members live? How much are your dues? Questions like that. More specific type questions. You know your role, right? And knowing your role is knowing what pay grade you're at. And knowing what pay grade you're at is knowing what questions you can answer and what questions you probably should defer to a full patch member or to your sponsor. Questions like, "Well, I know you guys are a neutral club, but, you know, really, who do you support?" You know, as a prospect, that's not an answer for you. Really, as a full patch, if I were to get asked that question, I'd say, "Hey, you know, Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club, we're chartered in many of the states across the country, and that puts us in the footprint of many different clubs. So we don't support any single club. We are not a support club. We support all men. We work in God's kingdom. We support God's children, and that includes everybody in the MC world. So we are a neutral club. We don't support anybody specific." There are going to be questions that I'm not going to answer as a full patch, even as an officer of the club. There are going to be questions I don't answer. Why? Because they're club business. But the worst thing you could do when somebody asks you a question and you don't want to look stupid is make up an answer and lie. Because you know what? Some of these times, guys are going to ask you questions they already know the answer to. And if you make up some kind of bogus BS, they're going to see right through that. and they're going to start picking you apart. So the best thing to do is never lie. If you don't want to answer a question as a prospect, don't answer it. You are not obligated to answer anything. You know, there was a YouTube video I saw out too long ago where it was a guy who was a prospect, and a full patch was interviewing, and he said, "Prospect, what's your name?" He gave his name, and then every other answer he gave when the guy asked the question was, "I don't know, you'll have to speak to one of my full patches. That's above my pay grade. You'll have to speak to one," for literally every single question the guy asked. Do you guys ride American, or can you also ride metric bikes? Well, you know, I don't know how to answer that. I believe you're going to have to talk to my full patch. He answered that for everything. That was his go-to response, which, you know, that may make a full patch upset, but it's a whole lot better than lying to somebody and getting busted for it. I mean, that, again, just like so many of these MC Mondays are basic moral codes or basic life principles, this one is another one. Don't lie. Gosh, I can't stand a liar. Can't stand a liar. And I know a lot of people in the MC community can't stand a liar either, so don't be a liar. Tell the truth, or if you get into a spot where you don't want to answer the question, defer the answer to one of your full patches. Put them in contact with your full patch so that answer can be answered properly. Or maybe you say, "I don't know the answer to that. Let me do some research and see if I can get back to you on that answer." You know, as a full patch, that's what I would say. If somebody asks me a question I don't know the answer, I'm not going to make up some junk. I'm going to say, you know, I don't know the answer. It's a great question. Let me do some research on it. Can I get your phone number so I can call you back with an answer? Simple as that. Much better to say that than to get caught lying. Don't get caught lying. Don't be that person. All right, Yogi Clan. Keep it simple, keep it quick. I hope you enjoyed this MC Monday. Found some value in it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.